Hey, boo, hey, it's your girl Diva, guys. Yes, we are on the road once again. This is the Car Chronicles. You know what it is. Look, guys, I am just amazed at how the Lord continues to uplift in this moment of struggle right now, because I've been going through a lot lately, and it's almost like it's a supernatural happiness, a supernatural strength that he's been giving me throughout this time. I won't go into deep details, but y'all know what it is. Y'all know how stuff happens. Life happens, and the thing about it is we have to learn how to reach into, reach into that. It's like reaching into the bag, the gifts that he gave us. It's like a bag of gifts that he gives us, and we reaching into it and we reach for it. As we reach for those blessings that he's already provided for us, it's almost like, okay, well, shoot, you got it. I could have easily said, you know what, let me turn my back on God, or let me not even try to reach for him. But the main goal is to make sure that I continue to keep myself focused on him, and knowing that he's always provided. Like I told you guys, if he did it before, he can do it again. He's always provided. He's always come through for me and my family, regardless of any situations we may have. And I'm just happy to say that I know that every situation that I went through, everything that I've encountered, as far as, you going through setbacks, and, sometimes your kids not acting the way you want them to, I've always been the type to just say, you know what, I know God is working this out. It's going to be something good out of this. Something greater is going to happen through this. That's why I like to tell you guys, I don't care who is praying on your downfall, and if you see some of the things happening in your life that, somebody may have wished on you, no matter what it was, God always turns it out for your good. It always turns around. It's basically like, let me continue to stay focused on the goal. And that's what God, he provides. He gives us provision of like holding us up through those times of struggle, and through that the heartaches. There are people in life going through much more hardships than you are. There are people in life going through way more than you, and we can sit here and be wallowing in our tears and sad about our situation, or we can literally say, you know what, I'm gonna make it through this. I'm getting through this. This is not gonna set me back. This is not gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna continue to thrive. I'm gonna keep pushing through. I'm not worried about what nobody else is looking at the situation, how they would, how everybody's saying you better than me, I would have been did this. Baby, no. That's just like, we've been going through the book of Job lately, and we've been talking about him, certainly how his wife, remembering how his wife was telling him, you might as well curse God the way he's did you. That's the way people will tell you. You might as well just give up on that, on what you getting through. Hold on one second. They'll tell you might as well give up on that degree, or whatever it is you're going for, that whatever God has told you you're supposed to be doing. And maybe that thing is taking forever. Maybe it's taking you forever to get your degree. Maybe it's taking you forever to gain the proper clients that you're supposed to have. Maybe it's taking a long time, or maybe you were like thriving and something happened and things slowed down. Maybe people are telling you give up on that business. No, you're not going to give up on that business. You keep pushing forward. I'm here to encourage you on that. You're not giving up on that degree. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep going. Things get hard. Like I said, people are going through worse than you. People are going worse through me, through worse things than I am. So I'm not going to sit here and say, give up, because no, ma'am, we don't give up over here. We keep thriving and we keep going. What that was? We keep going, baby. We keep going. It's none of that stopping, none of that. No, indeed. Keep going. You can take a break. I tell you guys, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to chill out and relax sometimes and say, you know what, let me take some time off. But you got to get right back up on it. And you ask the Lord to give you that strength and resilience to keep pushing. Okay, look. Okay, a lot of you guys have been through situations where you've lost, like, you're not with the same in the same relationship you would like to be in. Something happened with the relationship, and maybe you've given up on love. That's not a good thing, because God is love. He does not want you to give up on love. You do have a kingdom spouse. You have a kingdom marriage. Somebody is coming towards you. As soon as you heal from that other connection, you'll be okay. So make sure you're not giving up on what God has for you, because He has something supernatural, something amazing ready for you. Okay? Relationships are good. It's good to have relationships. If you think about it, if you think back on relationships you had in the past, the good times. Think about the good times. Being in a relationship through the good times was amazing, right? Like, looking back at all the time y'all spent together, going out on dates, being happy together, sharing love, sharing holidays together. All of that is great, right? So why give up on something like that? You will have someone who you will spend the rest of your life with. You will have someone who's going to be there with you through thick and thin, regardless, and who won't leave, or who won't cheat on you. Whichever one it is, whatever way it is, God is going to provide to you someone who is going to be there for you. Because that's the best part about it. I think looking back at those times are amazing. I don't think it's worth giving up on just because someone decided not to be connected to God and be faithful in a connection. Some of you guys have been engaged before and it didn't work out, and that's that hurt right there. You go through engagement and then y'all don't end up getting married. You just told everybody you getting married. You got the ring and you done showed everybody, and then it doesn't fall through. And so that is the enemy's way of coming through to try to stop you from believing in love. Because basically, that just probably wasn't the partner that God had for you. But that doesn't mean give up, because once you give up, you're giving the enemy like the higher. You're giving him the bigger. You're giving him the win. No, ma'am, we're not going to do that. No, sir, we're not going to do that. Baby mama, baby daddy not acting right. Whatever. Thanks for visiting Florida. Okay, so the bigger picture is, keeping on, healing, making sure you're healing from that. Because that, I'm telling you, that's that hurt. Getting engaged and then not getting married, but telling everybody, oh, I'm getting married. Then everybody's asking, oh, what happened to this person? What happened to them? That's that hurt. Okay, and I ain't gonna lie, but I promise you, you don't want to allow the enemy to have the upper hand on your situation when it comes to love, because God has something so much better for you. There's so many greater things coming towards your way that He has for you. So what God has for you is for you. And see, that relationship was just not what God had for you. It just wasn't. The relationship that I had wasn't what God had for me. Sometimes we make decisions on our own and we step into our ego and say, you know what, this is the one I'm going to be with. We see all the red flags, them doing what they're going to do, them doing the things that they, always do, the stuff they do, like the stuff people do. Mere humans. But it's red flags. And the Lord shows us that. And people will tell you that. Like, look, that ain't the one. You don't need to be with that one. Then we get out, oh, yes, it is. I'm in love. I'm happy. I love him. Or I love her. And then we get in our egos and keep going. But there's so many red flags. So many. And, after you heal and forgive yourself for falling for the wrong one, the Lord provides. He'll send you who you need to be with. He'll send you the person that you're supposed to be with. He will. You're not meant to be alone. You're not. I don't care what nobody says. You're not meant to be alone. That's not from God. It is not from God. But like I said, I know when Paul was like, it's better that I'm alone, because, at least, he didn't have to deal with the stuff that the people that had relationships He didn't have to deal with all that. It was better that he was alone, he said. And yeah, sometimes it's meant, but I feel as though, like, especially if you're actually like Paul was like out there, doing the work of God, like going different areas, different places. He probably would have had setbacks with relationships, but it is not, good for man to be alone. It's really not. And the Lord says that in his word. For Paul, that was something different. But, God gave us someone who we're meant to be with. Us, y'all would call it a twin flame, a soulmate, someone who God actually placed us to be together with, and eventually finding each other. And it happens. It'll happen, okay? It'll happen. So don't give up on love. Don't give up on it. Don't. So hardships come in different types of, it come in different things. I'm telling you, hardships come in different ways. The way that the enemy works, he'll try to either attack your family, he'll try to attack your finances, because I'm telling you, the thing you're going through, somebody else is going through something more difficult in a different area, because the enemy will try to attack in different areas. And it doesn't mean that you're just like the one that the enemy decided to pick on. No, indeed, everybody has something going on somewhere in their life. Sickness, their circumstances, the relationships, their marriage, their home, even finances, as far as trying to keep their home going, like keep it going. Car situations, all kinds of stuff, and people are facing it. But it's the fact of the matter is, how will you approach it? Will you approach it with the joy of the Lord? Because the joy of the Lord is your strength. Knowing that he's going to provide whatever it is that you need. Knowing that he's going to take care of that situation. He's going to change that child of yours. He's going to change that husband of yours, that wife. You just have to look at it from a different perspective. It's different. God might have placed, you took this person out of the marriage, to separate, just to let them see that, it's not better, it's not greener on the other side. That you're the best thing that person could have had. I'm just saying, you just never know. So at that moment, that might just be something y'all needed to separate for a little while. And then, with that child, God might have done something or allowed something to happen, because that child may have made the wrong decision, to just allow the child to see that, it's better doing it the way that the parent is telling them to do. You need to listen to your parent, And that situation may be like, well, this is not as good. If I would have listened to my mom or dad, I would have been in a better, space. And so it literally gives that child another chance. At least the child is still alive, right? So at least the child is still alive and well and able to learn from their mistakes. That's the way you have to look at certain things. At least you're still married to that spouse. Y'all might be separated, but at least y'all still, married. Or at least y'all still have some type of connection, some way, shape, form, or fashion. This person's going to remember, think about you in some way. Oh, bless me. Thank you. So it's always something that's gonna come through to test your faith. Basically, it's only a testing of your faith. What is that scripture? It says something about blessed is he who goes through trials, so that the testing of your faith will be strengthened, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, y'all. But it's something like that. And if you guys know that scripture, make sure you type it in the comments so I'll know that you're listening to this video. But the testing of your faith, that's basically what it is. You're gonna endure. You're gonna go through some things, and that's life. And even if you're not into the Word of God, you still gonna go through some stuff. And you're gonna have to have some type of faith in something. Some type of faith has to come through something. Okay, so I don't know what it is, but like I said, I'd rather look to God, knowing that he's gonna change and do things that he has to do in life. He has to do things to help us to actually lift us back up and bring us back to the space where even make us higher, leveling up. Like I said, sometimes it looks like you've leveled down when God is actually getting ready to raise you up. It's that breakthrough moment. It's like you're lower. It's not really that you're lowered. It's just really an illusion. Like you feel like you're lowered, but you're not, because everybody else sees your blessings coming. They see what's coming to your life. They see DivaTV coming up to life, baby. You know what I'm talking about. They see everything coming to fruition, and you may not see it, but I guarantee you that level up is where God gives you that big breakthrough. Like, oh my God, because somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching you. Yeah, they are. Like whatever, like I said, if you're in a marriage and somebody's looking to see if you're going to be able to get through this and go through the hardships and get that connection back together, and then y'all last for years and years and years, that is an inspiration to many people. Like for them to say, you know what, if they made it, we can make it. If this person got through it, I can get through it. Same thing with your children. If you're a parent, and people are watching to see how you're going to handle the situation. What's going on? Is this like, can this person handle it? They're watching. They're going to watch you to see what you're doing. And they're going to say, oh my goodness, they went through that. I know I can help. I know I can raise my child. If this person did it, I can do it too. And so, what is that? Hold on. Something black. I don't know where that came from. Something black up there. Anyway, let me go ahead and stop this video. I do appreciate you guys watching though. You are being an inspiration to people, and there's a bigger breakthrough through what you're facing right now. There's a breakthrough coming, y'all. I'm excited. It's a breakthrough coming. I don't care what nobody say. When you go through things like that, you got a big breakthrough coming. So don't give up. Stay strong. Be excited that your life is getting better and better, and that's what's happening. It's not getting worse. It's getting better. It's that level up. Type that in the comments, y'all. I'm leveling up. I'm leveling up. That's what it is. God is leveling you up to get you through to the next level of your life. Okay? Peace, love, and light. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to give to this channel, there's a heart that says thank you or thanks at the bottom of this video. Make sure you give thanks to the channel and give thanks to the Lord up above. Be blessed. You are blessed and highly favored. The Lord loves you, and keep continuing to have faith and keep your joy in the Lord, because that's where your strength comes from. Peace, love, and light.